matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Eagles, it's 7-3 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
18, tight end. Big alert, big alert. 19 right.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and inches.
Love.
That'll be complete to Alan Lazard.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
First down, going to the air with Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
But sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Jordan Love.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
70 Ranger.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready, ready.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Go check, go check. Check, contact, check, contact. Ready.
Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 45 on second down, Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They go play action with Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Drill, 52. 52 blaster.
Play fake. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Love finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Chris Watkins,
75 yards.
and the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Love.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing. Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
50 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
18. Pioneer. Check.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready up. 19 Lions. 3.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs,
69 yards.
and the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Seven Pirates. Drop 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Left wing 19. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Riggs. 18 Rattler.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The kick by Elliott is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Love now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake, Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break.
Come on.
2nd and 8.
Go.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The kick by Elliott is good.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller,
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go street.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Hurts will throw.
And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Love.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. Blue check. Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.